A country is as strong, really, as its citizens. And I think that mental and physical health, mental and physical vigor go hand in hand. I hope that we will not find a day in the United States when all of us are spectators, except for a few who are out on the field. I hope all Americans will be on the field.
Back in 1962, when JFK spearheaded that national movement to get our kids in shape, kids were in a lot better shape than they are in now, and he created the physical fitness test. Now, I remember doing it as a kid. You had to run a mile, do pull-ups, sit-ups, a couple of other exercises. But President Obama, who's Mr. Fitness himself, retired that test and replaced it with the Presidential Youth Fitness Program that moved away from recognizing athletic performance as a barometer of students' health. Well, of course, start practicing those pull-ups because the fitness test under Trump is coming back. He signed an executive order late today reestablishing it in schools.
I was always a person that loved playing sports. I was good at sports. When you were really focused on sports, you thought about nothing else. Sports is so important. I think what this council is doing is going to be very important, and it gives you a little exercise, sometimes a lot of exercise.
Here with me is a member of the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition. He spoke today, Paul Levesque, but you know him as the 14-time world champ, Triple H. He's also the WWE's Chief Content Officer. Paul, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I love seeing you all up there today. It was a wonderful moment. Tell us about this executive order. Why does this statement about fitness and our kids matter so much more today than before?
Well, because I think it's so imperative to the health of the nation to get young people back in shape, to get them motivated to exercise, to get them off their phones, to get them off of TV or screens, whatever screen it is. This executive order puts us back into a place where we can motivate kids. I was, influenced by that President's Council years ago. I spoke to Secretary Kennedy about it today. We both were a part of that, and it was motivating. My whole life, I have spent being in shape and the right nutrition and training. And that kind of activity teaches you everything you need to know about how to be successful in life. So it not only affects kids and their fitness, it affects their wellness, their mental health, how they approach life in general. And I feel like this is such an important moment in time, and I'm humbled and honored to be a part of it.
Well, it was quite the group up there. It was representing so many different sports. We had Harrison Butker was up there. Of course, you had Bryson, you had LT. He didn't want to speak. I love the fact that they brought Lord. That was great. He's like, I'm not saying anything. He goes up there, which was awesome. I grew up watching him. But talk about, of all of those metrics, Paul, the push-up, the sit-up, the pull-up, the run, which one of those, in your mind, tells you the most about a kid's physical fitness? Let's say a 12-year-old's physical fitness.
Boy, for me, it's an interesting question, but for me, it's not a singular exercise or something that they're good at, because every kid is different. So taller kids have a hard time with push-ups or pull-ups or, certain activities. So it's about change. That's what is important to me. It's about motivating these kids to go and try something, to get physically involved, to improve themselves. One thing about the gym and physical fitness is you get out of it what you put into it. And they will learn that in this process, that by being motivated to where we get them with what the rewards are for their participation in this and their success at it. So whether they start out being able to do one push-up or no push-ups, and they get to a place where they can do 10, that's an incredible achievement for a young person that they feel good about and want to continue their fitness journey. That, to me, is what's important. It's not the individual exercise. It's about the effort and the attempt to do it. And whether that's sports or whether that's just doing it on your own and being active and working out, to me, that is the driver of this. It's just make these kids fit and healthy and happy and get them on with their lives.
Yeah, Paul, I like what you said about get away from the screens. Kids disappearing into their rooms with laptops or tablets or their phones and under the covers, and they're watching movies or playing games. I mean, I get everyone wants to unwind, but that's 8 hours a day for some kids. That's a killer. By the way, Hulk Hogan Day tomorrow in Florida, Paul, and I know you wrestled against him, and I know this has been a very emotional week for you. And thank you for what you're doing for the kids, and I know how much you're going to miss the Hulkster.
Thank
Paul,
you. Yeah, we'll all miss the Hulk,
but
you know, being here today, honored to be involved. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.